Hi, I'm Martin Felsen. Welcome to City Design, the channel where we explore how we shape cities and how cities shape us. Today's question is about where humans and technology are headed. Will we domesticate AI, or will AI domesticate us? AI-powered machines are some of the most common devices in our lives. They help us in almost every way. We assume we control them. They're designed to work with us, to work for us. But what if, in fact, they are shaping us? It's becoming pretty clear that some of our devices are learning to quickly evolve by satisfying our desires. We still assume that when we train our devices, we are, in a sense, domesticating them. But as AI-enabled tools move deeper into our factories, homes, and streets, these smart machines are subtly domesticating us too, reshaping how we socialize, work, and design cities. Like our dogs, or this Apple, as we'll see, our devices succeed by rewarding us with convenience, comfort, and pleasure. And in the process, AI is well on its way to training us to live in machine-friendly ways. To see where this might go, let's rewind. Cities began when people finally settled in one place and started domesticating plants and animals for food, labor, and companionship. We domesticated herds of oxen, sheep, and horses, and even insects like silkworms and honeybees. Above all, the dog, our oldest domesticated companion. Domestication isn't a single event. It's a process, a long, multi-generational relationship in which one species actively manages another to obtain a steady supply of resources and services. Domestication came with two big changes to cities. Permanence and continuity allowed people to stay put, build settlements, and design long-term infrastructures. Control and foresight enabled us to manage processes that used to be up to nature: breeding cycles, harvests, migration. These symbiotic arrangements, humans, animals, and plants shaping each other, set the stage for the modern city. Domestication turns out to be a two-way process. In The Botany of Desire, the writer Michael Pollan highlights how plants have been domesticating us for millennia. Plants that best satisfy human desires motivate us to spread them across the globe. These plants have effectively trained us to serve their evolutionary interests. Think of four examples. Apples satisfy our desire for sweetness, so we planted them everywhere. Tulips appeal to our love of beauty, so we bred them into wide varieties and built an entire global market for them. Cannabis feeds our desire for euphoria. In return, we cultivate it and protect it. Crops like potatoes feed our desire for control and predictability, high yield, uniform, reliable. Pollan calls this a dance of domestication, a co-evolutionary bargain where both partners benefit. So when we're burning rainforests for plants and pastures, you could say that the plants and the systems we build to support them are incentivizing us to change what nature will become. And this brings us back to AI. If plants can convince humans to act on their behalf by satisfying our desires, what happens when the thing courting our desires is an ultra-smart, AI-powered humanoid robot? Let's first admit that we're already being trained and tamed by the digital world we've built. Apps learn what keeps us scrolling. We adjust our behavior to match the incentives that apps offer to handle our paperwork, our homework, and our daily logistics. Cities too are reorganizing around the logic of apps and algorithms. Human robots are the next step. The algorithms take on a human-like body and move through our spaces just like we do. Some kind of human and humanoid coevolution is inevitable. Right now, dozens of companies are racing to build humanoids for our homes and businesses. The pitch is simple. Robots will do unsafe, repetitive, or boring tasks humans would rather avoid. New machines can tackle a wider range of jobs by mimicking how humans move, bend, twist, reach, and grip. The videos are impressive. Robots powered by neural networks get on-the-job training and learn directly from us. Many already use agentic AI systems that can plan and execute actions to achieve goals without constant human intervention. Once one robot figures out a new skill, that skill can be uploaded to every other robot in the network overnight. This is evolution compressed into constant software updates. And it's not just physical tasks. People are already having intense relationships with AI chatbots that mirror human empathy and companionship. For some, AI has become a friend and confidant. So yes, we're domesticating robots, shaping their bodies and behaviors. We're also training them to be exactly what we desire: helpful, attentive, non-judgmental, and always there. And since domestication is never one-sided, our smart robots will certainly keep retraining us. A key question here is, what kind of human and humanoid buildings and cities will we build? To work reliably, robots need predictable plans and pathways, such as smoother surfaces, standardized openings, storage optimized for robot reach, better lighting and signage because robots need to see and read too. In healthcare environments, we'll see robots helping with exercises, therapy, and conversations, service robots that lift, move, and remind, social robots that offer companionship and cognitive stimulation. In the near future, robot-ready neighborhoods might include sidewalks widened with dedicated robot lanes, smart loading bays where bots and human workers share logistics, offices, schools, and libraries with integrated robot staff from check-in to cleaning to wayfinding. We've done this kind of redesign before. Cars once forced cities to change. Wider streets, faster highways, parking everywhere. Smartphones reorganized our daily lives without much debate. Humanoids will drive subtler changes because they'll mimic us so closely. So how might AI domesticate humans? Charles Darwin described 3 main paths to domestication: pets, livestock, and workers. Over time, humans nudged animals toward traits that made them easier to live with: tamer, gentler, and even cuter. So what traits might AI nudge us toward? I can imagine AI selecting for or choosing to support humans who provide steady streams of learning, keep the power supply running, and are easy to predict and persuade. My optimistic guess is that as AI entangles itself with our institutions, even our survival, we'll move toward a unique form of mutual husbandry, a kind of co-domestication we haven't seen before. Every time we welcome a new helper into our homes and our cities, we're also letting that helper rewire our habits and our habitats. If, like me, you grew up watching The Jetsons, you've been waiting for Rosie the Robot housekeeper your whole life. Now that she's about to arrive, piece by piece, let's think about what she's for, who she serves, and how she reshapes the homes and cities we live in. The question isn't just whether we can domesticate AI. It's whether we can avoid being domesticated by it in ways that we might later regret. Thanks for watching City Design, and for thinking with me about who's really domesticating whom.